Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome once again to my channel. Welcome to another video. Going to be stepping away from the recent pattern of scripture, so to speak, scripture and other ideologies as far as philosophies go, and getting back into a little bit of like language and wordplay, something that I was a bit more keen on in previous months and years, but I've recently started diving back into. So I wanted to, in this video, discuss fire and the phonetic and philological connections between fire and fear, and the many different ways to get there. Of course, we know from this root chakra that the root chakra is blocked by fear, right? So fear sends you into the realm of the unconscious. So let's get to it. For those who don't know, language systems have certain patterns where letters are interchangeable. We see that in Latin where V and B and P are interchangeable, right? We see that in Greek where the letters I, Y, which then also leads into the letter J coming up, right? Jesus and Jesus and Jesus or Jesus. So one of those things here that I wanted to point out is the interchangeability of I and Y in fire. Fire could also be spelled F-Y-R-E, and I know that the status quo language system will stop right there and not pay any attention. I know it in my heart already, because they haven't done any sort of looking beyond just what they're told. We're trying to look beyond what we're told and be some free thinkers here, right? Or at least just what we're told. We're looking beyond that, that box that we're handed, and like, okay, well, what's really inside that Pandora's box? Let's get to unpacking. So another way to pronounce fire when spelled like this is fear. But if we were to keep that phonetic pronunciation between this and this as fire, and also play with the interchangeability of the letters F and P, it's really not that big of a stretch, is it? As far as symbolism goes. We get the word pyre. Well, what is a pyre? It is a mound on which you burn something upon or inside. Basically meant for like cremation and the disposal of that which is unwanted and undesired. Basically, in terms of in terms of philosophy, the fire is where the undesirables go. So I guess it does draw back into Christianity, hellfire being Gehenna, but another way that you can pronounce that is found in pyramid, right? Pyr, which translates as fire in the middle. or in other words, fear in the heart. Fire in the core, fear in the heart. Now, having love in your heart kind of includes a love for fear. Here's the thing about fear. A lot of people think that fear automatically is bad. No, 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 no. Fear is a motivator for change. You know, one of the things that I learned, once again in AA, is two of the biggest motivators for change are fear of loss and hope for gain. Right? Wanting something is a motivator for change. If I want to get a job, right, and make more money, then I'm either going to address my skills or put in applications, and it's going to make me want to get up and do something. And at the same time, if I am afraid of losing my job, that could spur me in the right direction of stepping up and doing a better job at my job. Or, you know, if I want to get better at playing guitar, you know, I'm going to invest more time in it on a daily basis or a semi-daily basis or a weekly basis, monthly basis. And at the same time, if I'm afraid of losing that skill, then it might just motivate me to get up off the couch and put the chips down and stop smoking some weed and actually sit down and keep practicing to get better. Right? It's in the fact that you have fear but yet still move forward where it's actually virtuous, right? That's kind of the concept of courage. It's despite the fact that I am afraid of what's in front of me, I will keep moving forward. And that's courage. So it's not the fact that fear is the problem, it's letting fear control your actions and your decision makings. I mean, it's involved in your decision makings, don't get me wrong, but letting fear be a motivating factor in any particular decision you make, I mean, that is the concept of being upside down or inverted. You're listening to that realm of fear, and thus the light stays off. You're in duality, right? But if you have that fear and still keep moving forward, that would qualify as courage. Right? It's not that you're living in fear, but you will experience fear. Right? If you're not experiencing fear, that's kind of, it's like not having it. If you don't have fear, there is no virtue in you moving forward. If you don't have fear of the pain from getting shot, there's not really that much of a virtue in, you know, getting shot. It's not really a good thing, you know. But point being is through phonetics and interchangeability of letters within language systems, right? I and Y, F and P, you know, B and V and P. It's not really it's not that hard to figure certain things out. But when it comes to fire and fear, they're obviously connected through phonetics, through the interchangeability of letters. So take with that what you will. I just wanted to demonstrate a little bit of wordplay once again. Something to think about, something to look into. If you really want to get deeper into this aspect of learning, I've name dropped him a few times. I'll name drop him again. Check out Dylan Sicoscio. And for those that don't know how to spell his name, Dylan Sicoscio. He will, through his works, he will teach you a lot more about how to use word splitting, how to interchange letters, how to figure out this whole language and coding system that has ultimately kept a lot of people ignorant over, thousands of years. It's a system that while isn't inherently evil, the way it's been being used by certain individuals is of a mind controlling manner. So do with that what you will. Again, if you want to learn more about previous information, check out Dylan Sacosio and his work. He'll be able to explain more about that. So, anyways, hope you like it. On to the next one.